Is going on, my lovely Libra, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, my love, so it is Wednesday, July 23rd when I am recording this, but whenever you guys find this video is when it's meant for you. Okay, now guys, I'm looking through all my decks and I'm like, I haven't used this deck in so long, so I'm going to use this for you guys. All right, I'm not sure if it's one of those decks that have like its own card that the author puts in it. But if it is, I'll pull the book out, all right, because I feel like it's been over 2 years since I've used this deck. All right, so Libra, let's see what is going on with you. Now, guys, this is for all Libra placements. Keep in mind, it could be your energy that I'm picking up on, or the energy of someone or something around you. And just a disclaimer, guys, that I will never personally directly contact you to get a personal reading. If someone does, that is a scammer pretending to be me. So please be careful, guys, and do not get got. The only thing you will get from me is from my website. I do send out marketing emails. So anytime I'm having like discounts or just to let people know I'm working, things like that, okay? And if you haven't already, guys, go to my website and sign up. Put your email there. You can become a member on my website, and it gets you 25% off your next reading. All right. So past, present, and future. Spirit, show me what's been going on with the sign of Libra. Okay. We have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Two of Wands reversed, okay? So this reading is already starting off very interesting, okay? There's something that's like misguided here, whether it was you, whether it was a situation you were involved in, a person that you were involved in, you know, an environment you were part of. But it's like there's either secrets or some secret being held. And with the Two of Wands reversed, it's like when someone or something is off. It's not necessarily on the right path. So let's get another card, and then we're going to break these down and see what this message is trying to tell us. All right, we have the King of Swords reversed. Okay. The Moon card, the World card reversed, the Sun card reversed. Okay. I see a few things here. All right. Now with the King of Swords, you know, this is Libra energy. So there could have been something where, again, it could be your energy, it could be an external energy, but I see a few things here. You guys either could have found something out, and the way that you reacted may not be a way that you would necessarily, you know, you wouldn't want to see a video of it on Facebook, okay? Or you yourself could have been dealing with a very difficult energy and you weren't talking about it. Okay. But there either could have been somebody that, you know, was around foul play or doing something that could have been extreme. Okay. Or it could have just been something that was really throwing you off. Okay. So, yeah, there's secrets here, but it's because of some truth that is known. Like think of a show, guys, like let's say where there's like some sort of task force and they deal with something under the radar, and I'm not saying it's necessarily for a bad thing. Like maybe they found out something terrible about somebody, so they neutralize the problem. Okay, but it's not something you're going to see in documents or anything like that. All right, so what is the Seven of Swords about? We're going to see what's going on here, guys. I'm glad I used this deck. It's such a beautiful deck. I forgot I owned this. We have the Eight of Cups, okay? Walking away from something. There's secrecy around this. The Six of Swords. So, Libra, did you walk away from something and you're not telling people why? Lovers reversed. For some of you, you could have overreacted in a way that you're like, yeah, nobody needs to know how I blacked out that night, how I reacted to that, how I saw red. You know what I'm saying? But there's something where someone's just so fucking done. Okay? And if it was you that overreacted, Libra, I feel like not for everyone, but for a majority of you, it could have been something that it's like, well, yeah, that was a little fucked up. A lot of people would have reacted the same way. Okay. But it's like, I feel like something is found out, but someone is keeping it to themselves, and it's causing them to walk away from something, even though it's difficult. Okay. You just know something's no good for you. Two of Wands reversed. Why is this Two of Wands reversed here? The Nine of Cups reversed. And a lot of you feel like, shit, like, why did I waste my time on this? Or why did I let this get me so out of character? If you guys, again, if you got out of character, I don't think it's something that you wanted. I feel like it's something you could have been pushed to. But again, there's going to be two sides to this. So there could be some Libras where it's like, yo, like, go repent. Like, go talk to a priest or something. Like, you know. But I see something really could have brought you out of character. And we have the Ace of Wands. The Chariot reversed. The Lovers reversed. The Justice card reversed. Three of Cups reversed. Three of Wands reversed. For some of you, you could have just straight up found out that you were getting played in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Because I see some sort of betrayal here. Like somebody wanted to do something that they, you know, felt that they would be passionate about. But I feel like that was short-lived. Let me get one more card here. Ten of Wands reversed. And you guys don't want to deal with some sort of injustice or imbalance. You're just releasing something altogether. This is something where, like, let's say you were played in love. And, you know, the other person's like, oh, I want to let you know I've been talking to your person. And I just found out about you, so I thought you should know. I feel like it's going to be something where you guys are like, you know what, you keep that. You have fun with that. Okay. Now, King of Swords reversed in your past. What is going on with this? These cards are spilling so much, guys. We have the Page of Cups reversed, and we have the Fool card. So I feel like, for a lot of you, I feel like people might look at you and be like, damn, the way you reacted to that was cold. But again, for a lot of you, I feel like something was justified. Okay, like, I feel like this is something where it's like you're poked and you're poked and you're poked and you're poked and you're poked. And when you finally retaliate with so much fire and so much anger, everyone's like, oh, where's that coming from? And it's like all the poking, you know, it's built up. So I feel like you just have to deal with something accordingly. Like, because I feel like something was done by you living in your truth. Okay. And Spirit is saying to be patient because you recover from anything that you lost in this. But with the Judgment card reverse, there's something that you were bending over your back. You know, you were bending over backwards for this. But Spirit's like, not only were you not supposed to be bending over backward, but this is not supposed to be in your life at all. Okay. So I feel like a lot of you kind of like had no choice but to start new. And it's going to benefit you, but like, for some of you, maybe it's not as deep as using the word escape, but there is something that needed to be escaped. Okay, or something that you just had to get to the other side of it. Okay. Present moment, Spirit, what is going on with the sign of Libra? We have the Nine of Wands reversed and the Knight of Wands. King of Cups reverse, Page of Swords. Yeah, there's something you're not giving another chance to. Okay. Before you were really standing your ground. The Nine of Wands, that's like the Wounded Warrior card, you know? But it's reversed, so, like, no, you're not going to stand there, you know, barely standing in shambles. Like, no, you're not going to do that. All right, now you have the Knight of Wands. This is your center card in the reading because I pulled 3 for the past, 3 for the present, 3 for the future. So this is your center card, your central energy, what everything taps into. So this could have to do with the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, all right, or something that's sparking a passion within you. All right, so we'll see what that is in a moment. Let's pull one more card and then I'll break these down. 5 of Swords reverse. So yeah, you guys, you're You're choosing not to be that wounded warrior anymore. You're choosing not to get in some sort of fight. And it's like, there's something about you that passionately comes out again. Okay, because you're realizing you cannot bend over backwards for something. And you guys have the Queen of Swords here. So with the Queen of Swords here, the King of Swords reversed, that was in the past. There's just something where you had to put your foot down. Okay, and a lot of you may have put your foot down in a way that wasn't expected, or in a way that was just a bit out of character for you. Okay, I feel like this is something where it's like you had to fight fire with fire. You know, it's kind of like if someone's like, you know, flicking knives at you, and you're throwing feathers back. Like, you know, you need more of a fight. So it's like you had to, you know, come to a fight prepared, I feel. So why is this Nine of Wands reversed? Knight of Swords. And we have the Knight of Cups reversed. Yeah, I feel like you guys feel played in some way, shape, or form. Or this was something that just had you feeling unstable. And I feel like it was an emotional type of instability. Okay, and you're just not accepting something anymore. And you're focusing on your own thing and what you can do. And you're finding balance again after, you know, telling yourself there's something you're not going to build on anymore. There's someone or something you don't trust. All right, if this wasn't like a messed up energy around you, then it's an energy that had you feeling messed up. Okay, but there's a sense of betrayal here. There's a sense of so much loss. There's a sense of, you know, something that, like, if for on certain days, it could have made it hard to get out of bed, you know? So why is this Knight of Wands here so important? This Knight of Wands in the center, why is this so important? Queen of Pentacles, beautiful. And we have the Temperance card. So guys, yeah, this could have to do with other signs. Okay, I see Sagittarius energy, Leo, Aries, but Sagittarius more out of any of the fire signs. Could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy as well. But I feel that you guys get to a place where it's like you, if you're not already, but you become very stable within yourself. And you find passions again. And it's because your spirit is finally regulated. All right, there's something where it's like you weren't thriving because there was a constant need to, like, look over your back, look over your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like you have to find your balance coming out of something. But I see a lot of happiness coming in. Okay. Let's get one more card for the center here. For this Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Temperance. Justice card reverse. So something that, you know, is a huge injustice that ends up working out for you. Okay. Again, I know that there can be two sides to this, but if there's a side that caused an injustice, I feel it's the other side that comes back from it, that, you know, the universe replenishes their life. Okay, so be mindful of what sides you could be on when it comes to any sort of injustices. But there's something that's like, it was kind of in the way, guys. It wasn't like, it was only allowing you to go so far. There's a certain success that, like, you kept trying to achieve, but it's like you kept falling just a little short, or maybe for some of you, you feel like you fell really short. Okay. But it's like now you're acquiring things that seem so impossible because of something that's done, because of something that's over. Okay, there's a certain fight you don't have to fight anymore. Tell me about this Five of Swords reversed. We have the Seven of Wands. You guys have to just make sure you stand your ground with what you're letting go of. Seven of Cups reversed, and we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so with the Seven of Cups reversed, you see everything for what it is. You guys completely wake up. Okay, and you guys have, you know, mind over heart energy. Because for a lot of you, I feel like there's going to be things that, again, you're not 100% over. But that doesn't mean you have to stay around something. All right? You can't stay around people that hurt you or places that have hurt you. Okay? So there's a lot of healing that comes in here. There's a truth that you just had to see, or there's a reaction you just had to have. Okay? So you guys, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter, but you get into your masculine energy and you close out a chapter. And with the Five of Pentacles reverse, again, that's recovery for any areas in life where you may have felt like you were lacking. Okay, now we're going into the future. We have the Four of Pentacles reverse, so I do see you guys continuing to protect yourself from this person, place, thing, energy, habit, whatever this was. We have the Two of Swords reverse, and you know, you're choosing to protect yourself and you're making a solid decision here. Okay, because something had you fucked up. All right, something had you questioning yourself, your strength. Okay. And it's like there's so much stability that you wanted, but until you broke away from whatever this was with the Hierophant reverse, it's like this thing kept pushing you further and further and further away from what you actually wanted for yourself. Okay, so Four of Pentacles reversed. Why is this here? We have the King of Pentacles reverse and the Six of Pentacles reverse. And you guys get to the point where it's like, why did I put up with that? Why did I like that? Why was that appealing to me at some point? Okay, like you're over the facade of something. Okay, you're not building on something. Something has lost its fire with you. And there's a fire that you discover underneath all of this. Okay, so Two of Swords reverse, again, that's you making a very solid call, a very solid decision. We have the Moon card. And you're making a very informed decision. The Moon card, that's, you know, all that comes out, or all that's done in the dark eventually comes to light. Like, that's that sort of energy. The Moon card is clarity, knowing. Okay, wisdom. Understanding what's truly going down. Alright, and we have the Eight of Swords reversed and the Five of Cups reversed. There's some sort of imprisonment you come out of. You're awake, you see someone or something for what it is. Okay, and you're willing to wait for better, and you do get better. You get peace. With the Two of Cups, if you guys are not in a relationship, I see a very close connection that could be coming in, or something that's going to be very closely tied to your soul, to your spirit. I see wish fulfillment here, the Star card, backed by the Wheel of Fortune. So this is all coming after some sort of heavy ending, some harsh ending, some sort of betrayal. Okay, I don't think something ended in a tasteful way. Like, I feel like you guys had to put up some sort of fight, or maybe someone around you had to. All right, we had the Strength card reversed, but this is something that definitely did a number on you. We had the Six of Cups reversed, so yeah, that's putting the past in the past. That's closing out that chapter. It's closing out the book, not just the chapter, but the book of that chapter. Okay, the book holding that chapter. Okay, with the Ace of Swords reversed and the Nine of Swords, you know, a lot of what you went through, it's going to live rent-free in your head. So I don't want to sugarcoat that. But it gives you fire. There is, you know, growth that comes after this. All right, there's something about what you went through that's really, really going to prepare you for who you need to be. Okay, like, look at the movie Colombiana. All right, if you haven't watched it, I'm not going to give no spoilers, but if you haven't watched it, watch the character development, or watch the Game of Thrones. Look at Arya and her character development. I'm not going to say anything, but, like, you know, these are clutch people. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't start off with rainbows and butterflies. Okay, So there's something that's really making you such a strong character, stronger than what you guys already were. But Spirit says don't fall for the past. Make sure that you stay away from what you need to stay away from. Okay, because a lot of great things are going to be coming in for you. Okay, so I want to get some cards of advice. Let's see what Spirit wants to say about this. I'm going to switch decks for the advice part just to see if the energy is similar. All right, if this is resonating with you guys so far, there's links in the description below to donate, as well as my wish list if you guys want to surprise me and bless the home. And of course, my loves, if you need a personal reading, my website is there. If you need something back quickly, get any emergency styled readings. They come out within 24 hours, okay? So what advice does Spirit have for you guys? Spirit, what advice do you have for Libra? Seven of Cups reversed. Two of Wands reversed. Yeah, it's just, guys, God, Spirit, whatever you call, Source, made it very clear what was up with something. And this is something that I feel like was able to hold in secrets for a while, but something that was done in the dark definitely came to light. All right, and this is something I feel that you were closely tied to, where it's like you feel like someone bullshitted you, or it could be vice versa, guys. Some people could feel like you bullshitted them. Okay, we have the Death card reverse, that you're moving on from this even though you're not 100% over it, but you're going to look back and you're going to see all the either financial losses or just losses in stability in general. Okay, you're going to look back like, what did I like about this? What drew me to this? And with the World card, you're completely closing out this cycle. You're completely closing out this chapter. Okay. And this is something, guys, that it's going to try to come back around in your life. And Spirit is saying it would be one of the most reckless things you did if you went back to this. Okay, because whether this is a lover or someone or something closely tied to you, it doesn't bring happiness. It brings misery. So Spirit says, cut this bullshit out. Okay, this is something where, again, at the beginning of the reading, it showed that this is something you might not even want to talk about. And I feel like you guys found out some shit that it's like, you know what? I don't even want people to know the truth of this because it's going to make me look bad. But there's just something that you guys had to stand your ground and not build on this no more. Okay. Libra, I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys again for the next one. Take care, my loves.